funny puts them off. Simple as that. That's disappointing.
Yeah,
if that's
I don't
true.
know.
That's really upsetting.
I don't know, but then there are other funny women out there that, you know, that are all right and always got the boys as well. I mean, you did all right.
I did all right, but early on I learnt some tricks about don't be too funny.
Right.
And if there's a bloke in the group, just let him have his moment, even though it's not very funny.
I never
what
did
he's
that,
doing.
you see.
I know, I was being a bit of a minx, but I knew that was the way round it, that you would get a snog if you allowed a bloke to tell the biggest, funniest joke of the night or give him a big old laugh when it wasn't that. I know, it was horrible.
Yeah,
I regret that, but I did get a snog up.
No. I'm shaking my head thinking I wish I'd known you then to take that advice. I'm like,
no, but it's not a good thing because it's dishonest.
No, at least you got kissed.
Yeah, but I want to end up with a bloke, and I think I have, luckily, but I want to end up with a bloke who thinks you are the funniest thing, and it's still all right to give you a snog up.
Yeah, that's
and not to
true.
feel threatened by it, you know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of women we know are the toppest birds you can think of, but it's that having great brains, and especially great comedy brains, that is really tricky for them when it comes to making a relationship, and I'm really confused by that.
Yeah.
That's
I just thought it was because I was ugly. I didn't really...
It's got to do with that.
You can't shove 16 ferrets down a bloke's trousers and expect him to live a full life.
Did you attract men?
I'll tell you when the attraction started. After my facelift.
Really?
Yes. Then I could have any guy I wanted. Because they do like funny women. However, my dear love, Bob Hope, he used to say, I liked all your faces.
You sure you're a marriage counselor?
Of course. Don't I have a sympathetic face?
Well, your face has my sympathy.
He liked my first face. It was more, it was strong. It was, well, it was kind of ugly because I got all the witch roles. If there was a witch role, I got it. Now that tells you something about the face.
Did you ever consciously use being funny to attract people to you?
Oh, I still do. I think every lover and person in my life that, you know, I've had a major relationship with, I've started off by being very, like, you know, doing my one-offs.
And it works?
Oh, it always works.
God, you're lucky.
I just take control of the situation immediately and, you know, do that, you know, if we're in a bar or, you know, at a restaurant or in some kind of social situation, I'll be like, well, this is a delight, and check that one out. Oh, God, this is a disaster. And next thing you know, that person is like, you know, kind of fascinated by you.
And do you ever think that you could ever be with somebody that wasn't funny?
I've been with people who weren't necessarily... No, that's not true. I think almost everybody I've been with has had a good sense of humor. Not always on the same level as me, but certainly the best relationship I've had, the one I'm in right now that's going into 7 years, I would say we're almost equals because she is very, very funny and quick, and she's written some material for me.
Oh, that's good. Ah, okay, I have to learn about that.
I don't think
in love with women who then write your material. That's a really good move.
Well, you're already in this relationship. You're not looking for anybody.
Yeah, but he doesn't write the material.
When you're in a room with a funny person, you're amused, but you're also a little afraid, because if they're clever and funny, they not only can get the attention, but they could say something that could make you feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
So there is a little
could
something...
make people laugh at you.
At you.
Yeah.
So there is a little something threatening about good funny, if you're really good at it. So then if you're a woman and you're good funny and you're in a room with men, that doesn't feel comfortable, I think.
But I like people who are very clever. You know, if somebody can, you know, go, oh, I can listen to them because they know loads of things and can tell me things, which is good. But other than that, you do want funny, because what else is there, really? You know, I don't want to sit around with someone who, you know, is really empathic and will say lots of kind things. That'd be very dull, wouldn't it? Let's go around their house and just sit for hours being kind.
I like funny guys, though. I was always looking for a sarcastic. If someone can make me laugh, it really turns me on. That was I didn't care what guys looked like or anything. If they made me laugh, I found that incredibly sexy and interesting.
It's weird, though, I think, because of being a little girl and being so in love with Eric Morecambe, that I've never met a man that's as funny or as beautiful as him.
I think women love a bloke with a good sense of humour. And so therefore you can actually, if you're a bloke, look like a bus that's driven over your face and have a big urine stain on the front of your trousers, and you will have women flocking round you because they do love that.
Were you ever aware, which I was aware of, being slightly, curbing myself slightly in company so that you didn't emasculate boys,
Absolutely.
apparently?
I got there quite late and stayed there probably much too long. But I did get there, yeah. I did, absolutely, I would. But then a part of me was sort of quite fearless and sort of ferocious sometimes. And I still do it now, even. I can't stop myself.
It's about cultivating this look like. Where you're not really thinking about anything, where you just have to be very, very like accepting of things and not comment. It's no, you got to get rid of that creature that says things under her breath, which is who I am always, and you know, or just has no self-censor. You know, it's very hard to be a feminine girl, like a girl that guys would like.
In a big snoggy relationship, have you ever tempered your wit in order to not emasculate a bloke?
Yes.
That's sad, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I was putting it down to being playing the part of a northern housewife.
Why would you need to do that?
I needed to feel that that my part fitted for a while because I didn't get it. I didn't get why I was unhappy.
Okay.
And I remember doing the dishes one time, and I've said this a bit. I did the dishes one time where I'm doing them, I'm looking out the window at this drab. I'm about 22, 23, and I'm thinking, is this it? Because if this is it, it's crap. I don't want to have to ask, can I paint my front room custard cream yellow? I know it will work, let me try it. If it doesn't, I'll do it again. What's the problem? I don't want that kind of grief.
No. I'm worried for my own daughter, that it is still true that if she's a clever, funny girl, she will have to be DWB, different with boys, in order to...
Snare one.
Exactly.
What for? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what for?
I love men. I love their company. I like how they make me feel, but I only like men who like women. And I can smell the ones that don't and have a problem, and I will avoid them.
I turned it down. If I was really hilarious, it wasn't a turn on. At all.
What is this?
I don't know.
Madness,
am I the first person to
no,
say this?
No, you're not. I think it's common, and I'm amazed by it. I know it was true for me too.
Oh, good.
That
Okay.
That
if you
somehow
let
it
your
doesn't go all
mouth,
the way.
if you gave your the full reign of your
Yeah.
humor, that wasn't a turn on to men at all.
No,
was
but
it?
I had to eventually find one that could deal with the naturally.
Oh, no,
you know,
the
that it is
comedian.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
precisely.
yeah.
You end up with
Well,
a
he
comedian.
would understand, sure, but not a normal, let's say a doctor or a lawyer or somebody in business, he'd go, oh my God, she's at it again, you know, just shut up and make the potato salad.
What do you think you're doing?
Did you have to temper your natural wit then if you were flirting?
Oh, I still do.
Do you?
I still do.
But it's kind of out there now, Joan. People know that that's a fact about you.
And I think it turns a lot of men off. A lot of people introduce me to their friends that she's not what she's like on television.
I know. So does it have to be a gradual revelation of the...
I think it has to be only when I'm really secure with someone that I really am funny. I'm very quiet with people, as most of us are.
A lot of women that we've spoken to have said that they had to be careful about how funny they were around boys who might feel a bit like they're in charge of the jokes and the girls aren't quite so.
Well, no, I didn't do that. I thought those kind of boys I wouldn't want to be with anyway.
Good for
you know what I mean? Yeah. It was boys who were a good audience. I needed that. So if they weren't a good audience, then anybody else.
I've had one or two instances when I've been writing with a sort of couple of blokes, and it literally is the Arabella Weir's fast show sketch where you say something, nothing, no one responds. A couple of minutes later, a bloke says exactly the same thing, and everyone says, "Yeah, that's great, let's do that." Where you're just inaudible. Well, maybe a few sheepdogs can hear you.